Hello everybody, it's Tulip. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. So in today's video, I'm going to be doing a little tips video on how to spend your Robux in Adopt Me. Now obviously if you want to grow your inventory, you don't have to buy Robux or anything like that. You can still get a really good inventory if you don't have Robux, but I just thought I would give some tips on if you want to spend your Robux on Adopt Me, what I think you should spend it on to grow your inventory. A lot of people have asked me if I could do like a video on how to get rich, which I don't know if I'll do that. Maybe I'll do it in the future because I don't know if I have that unique tips. I feel like I do pretty much what everybody else did, which is play a lot and all those other things. But yes, I just thought I would do a video kind of giving some tips on how I think you should spend your Robux if you want to grow your inventory. Obviously you can spend it on whatever you want. It is your Robux, and if you want to just have fun and spend them on whatever you like, I totally get that as well. So yeah, let's just get into it. Okay, so I would say my first tip, and this is like the biggest tip I would give, is spend them on right potions. So right potions are, I believe, 150 or 130 Robux. Hold on, let me just check it if I can find it. But it's a great way to grow your inventory because it's pretty easy to trade. So here it is, it's 130 Robux, and why I recommend this is because a lot of people like ride potions, and you can trade it for like a couple of legendaries or like a ride legendary, which is really good for growing your inventory, and it just makes sense to do that. So I would definitely do that because I think it's the most like easy to trade in, like the best if you want to grow your inventory and you want to spend your Robux. I would definitely recommend ride potions because you can definitely get some good offers. I'll show you guys actually if I can find some of the trades that I have done. Okay, so this is one of the trades I have done, and as you can see, I got a golden hamster, a sloth, which is also Robux. These are all Robux pets, and then a shiver wolf and a sub-zero scorpion. So as you can see, you can get a few like legendaries and some ultra rares. I think you could probably get even better than this if you just like are patient and wait for the right offer to come around. So yes, I would definitely recommend buying ride potions. It's one of the ways I've grown my inventory as well. And now my next tip is to not spend it on Robux pets, if that makes sense. So for example, we have the diamond lavender and also the golden goldfish and the I'm not sure what the last one is called, but the honey thingy and the golden corn bait. I just wouldn't recommend this because there's the highest chance that you will get like the ultra rare or like the most common one. And I'm not saying that pet is bad by any means, but okay, let me just pull up the value calculator real quick. Okay, so I'll put in a picture, but as you can see here, the right potion is a lot more valuable than if you get a hamster or like a bee or anything else, because there's the highest chance that you will get the lowest pet if you buy one of these baits. Of course there's a chance you might get the diamond queen bee or the diamond hamster and stuff, but the chances are so low. So it's just, in my personal opinion, it's not worth it. And also, like, the hamster bait and the other baits are like 200, I think, or like even more than 200, some of them, for one bait, while the right potion is 130. So do you guys see, like, it's just a lot more, like, I don't know, it's more worth it in my opinion. My next tip though is if you're gonna spend it on Robux pets, it's not always like a bad idea, if that makes sense. So if you're gonna spend it on pets that's like Robux, I recommend doing it right as they come out. So for example, we just got the mooses, but also like when, for example, the mini pig came out and some of the other like Robux pets that was in that update, if you traded it like right away, because people, like, when the update first comes out, people are gonna want it and it's gonna be very valuable and people are just very high demand. So if you trade pets, and that's just like in general, like if the update just came out, buy a pet and then like trade it as soon as you can, because that's when it's the most valuable and people are gonna overpay because it just came out and it's like very new. So if you're gonna do that, I would recommend spending your Robux on a pet and then trading it as it just came out. My next tip, which is mostly if you're like a grinder or you like to earn money, which can really help grow your inventory as well, especially if you want to earn money for builds or anything else that can also really help your inventory. I would recommend just using your Robux on something that's going to be very helpful for that. So for example, we have the magic door, which I have right here actually. It's about, I think, 150 Robux or 130, and it just teleports to your house really fast, which can really help a lot when grinding, so you can get really much, like a lot faster to your house. So if you're gonna spend your Robux on like things, I would also just recommend on something that's going to be very helpful when you are grinding, especially if you're someone who really likes to grind and chooses that way of like growing your inventory. And also, I know it's kind of a lot, I think it's 400 or something like that, but it's the pass where you can, this premium plots where you can move your house to any glowing space near the nursery or like any other space in like the main town or whatever. And I think this is kind of a good investment. Like at first, I don't know, when I bought it, it was like years ago, I was like, okay, I'm not gonna spend money on that, but it's so helpful when you're grinding that you can just get to your house so fast. So I feel like it's kind of an investment, but I will definitely recommend it. I think it's so worth it. So those are the like main helpful things that are Robux. I don't know if there's more, I would say. Oh, there's the lure, which can also help because the lures can actually really grow your inventory. I got like 10,000 bucks from like one, but you can also get like not bugs. You can also get pets in the lures, which is really helpful again for growing your inventory. But I don't know if I would say this is the most useful. Like I think it's over 1,000 Robux, which is insane. I just got it because I'm a little extra, but but I don't know if I would recommend it. Like it's 1,000 Robux or like more than 1,000 Robux, which is kind of insane. So I would just like, you could get almost 10 ride potions for that price, so I would honestly just get that. I think that's gonna grow your inventory a lot more, but it's kind of like an over time investment if you feel like you're gonna be playing Adopt Me like long term. So yes, you can do that, but I don't know if I would say it's the best because it's so expensive. So I would just, ride potions is like the best way to spend your Robux, like hands down. That's gonna be the best way to grow your inventory if you want to spend Robux on Adopt Me. Another way you can spend your Robux, again, I don't know if it's like the most necessary, but it can help you get some bucks, which is the stands. So we have the snow cone stand, or we also have the dance arcade stand, but that's a lot more expensive. And then we have, also the trading stand. I think it's a very good investment. I would definitely recommend that, especially if you're a trader. It just helps you trade a lot more. Like I feel like I've done the most trades with actually using this, so I would recommend it. I feel like it's a good investment. But also we have other stands like the hot dog stand, I believe, if I can find it, hot dog stand and the lemonade stand, and then but you can trade for those. They're not really that valuable, but if you want to spend your Robux, you can do that too. I like just set them up, like all of my stands, and try to do like a pretty good price when I'm in a public server, and then actually a lot of the time people will buy from me, especially if I price them pretty low. They'll buy like 20 or like 10, which obviously is very good because then you get a lot of bucks from that. So you can do that too if you want to earn a little bit of extra bucks. So yes. Also, I forgot to mention this, but in like my helpful things tip. So there's like this 2x pets equip certificate thingy, and you can do this too. I just buy this when I'm like, okay, I think I'm going to be grinding a lot for the next month, or like a 2x weekend comes out. I like buy it and activate it because I know I'm going to be grinding a lot. But yes, that can also be very helpful. It is 250 Robux, Robux. But if you want to earn a lot of like bucks, I think it can definitely help a lot. But you can also, for the same price, but that's like in real life money, if that makes sense, you can get the Pets Plus subscription, which I guess makes more sense. But I just like to buy my Robux because then it's not a subscription. I can just like buy a certificate whenever I want. But yes, so you get you can equip 2 pets, and you raised bucks cap. I don't know what that's about, but you get VIP benefits. You get a sticker pack every month, and you get a streak saver. So if you're someone who likes to like keep your streak, if that makes sense, and maybe you forget a day or two, your streak is not going to like reset. And then you also get a legendary treat, which right now the legendary treat is the hummingbird. If I can find it. Oh, it's the golden petunia, and then you can get a hummingbird. So you get this like every month if you have the Pets Plus subscription. So I guess that does make more sense, but you just really have to figure out what's the best for you, or what makes the best sense for you, if that makes sense. And so yes, so that can definitely also help because you get like something every month. So yes, if you have the money for that, or if you're willing to spend that amount of money, it can help a little bit as well. Okay guys, so that was it for this video. It was just a few helpful tips. But if you guys have any other like tips that's like this, or what you guys like to spend your Robux on, then let me know down in the comments. I always like to hear your guys' opinions. And yes, I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, maybe leave it a like, and maybe subscribe if you want to see more content from me. And yes, hopefully I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye!